I told y'all them girls was not gonna give me no damn wrinkles. Yes, ma'am. We got to get into some things. Let's go get them. Hey, Morgan, how are you?
Hey, I'm good.
Child, it's been a long time coming. I did not think I was gonna get this interview, child. How are you?
I'm good. I'm at work right now, but I'm on my lunch break, so
Okay, good.
just chilling, working through this virus.
Yes. So, can you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Okay, I'm Morgan Hightower. I was a Prancing J-Sette 2014 to 2018, with the exception of a half a year. Um, I'm from Sardis, Mississippi, and I'm currently still living here in Jackson. My major was marketing communications, but I'm currently working in finance right now. So it's kind of a switch up, but I'm moving in between both. I like it, so it's cool.
That's good. So, what other dance experiences did you have prior to you becoming a Prancing J-Set?
Prior to dancing as a J-Sette, I first danced. I lived in Memphis for like 2 years or a year and a half, and I was on a community squad there. And like I remember, it's so crazy because I remember it so vividly. Like I wasn't. I didn't feel like I was good at all. Like I had never danced before, but my best friend, her grandma was the director of the squad. So they just introduced me to it, and it was something that I really liked, and I kept it up since then. And after that, I didn't dance for years until 10th grade in high school, and I did that until 12th grade. So I was on my high school major team, and so those are my only two dance experiences. I've never had any formal training or anything like that. It was something that I took up. I loved it, so I taught myself to do it.
That's a good aspect too, because a lot of people think that you have to have like proper training.
No, you don't. You don't. If you like it and you go for it and you feel like you're good at it, you just keep practicing, keep watching. Because everything I learned as far as dancing, and especially pertaining to J-Sets, I watched strictly J-Set videos, like, and simply learned the style, like working on the type of form I had, basically off observation.
Right.
So
So, what made you want to become a Prancing J-Set?
I the Shankita. Shankita.
Yes.
In simple words, Shankita, like, because she's from my hometown, and she was the only person that I knew that danced on a collegiate level. And so, knowing her, and it's so weird, Shankita is my cousin, but her little brother, her brother have different dads, and so her brother used to be my boyfriend. And so yeah, it's so weird. And so like we weren't so close, but like I would talk to her every now and then, and like I would just watch, and I would kind of just ask her certain questions, but it wasn't too much. But like just her whole influence, like she had such a strong reign during her seasons, as Jay says, and that inspired me so much, because it's like nobody knows where Sardis is. Right. So it's like Shankita coming from here and going to there. Like why would I not go for that? Like why would I not want to be a part of a legacy like that? So that just pushed me so much. Like she was everything to me.
Yes. So what does a Prancing J-Set mean to you?
Being a Prancing J-Set to me, being a Prancing J-Sette as a woman, just when I think of a Prancing J-Sette as a woman, I think of somebody that is energetic, somebody that stands out, that has personality, that has a strong presence, like the Stallions, or like the Clydesdale that we resemble. Like it's just a strong presence when that person is there, and like just being on the squad, like everything that I thought it would be, it was, as far as like the type of women that I would be around, and like even the legacy after the fact of being a J-Sette, like it's something that I'm proud to say I was a part of. Like just being in the midst of those type of group of women.
Yeah. Okay, so can you tell us about your first year as a crab and your experience under Ciara?
My first year, I'm trying to find a word, and it's not ignorant, but I was very in the dark about dancing on a collegiate level, and moving from a high school level with no training to something as advanced as J-Sette. Right. And I wasn't afraid. It was just like, I just kept an open ear. And the way that I made it through and learned as much as I did was, telling myself when I first got there and training myself to know that, okay, you got people that been here longer than you. The best way for you to learn is to, not be quiet and stay in a shell, but listen, ask questions, observe, and, take instruction. And so that's what I did. And I didn't have any problems as far as like learning or nothing like that. And when I needed help, I looked to Miss Crowley, I looked to Ciara, I looked to Shannon, I looked to my upperclassmen. I trusted them with teaching me because I looked up to them. When I got there, they danced better than I did. So, I trusted them with that, and they taught me. I listened, and so that's how I made it through. I didn't really have many girlfriends, and so as far as like the girls that I came in with, that was an even better experience. Like, I love those girls to death, and still to this day. And like my experiences that I had with them are some of the best, the funniest, stupidest, the hardest. It was just so much, but like it definitely made a great freshman year. Like, a lot of people think that being in the band, you miss out on a lot, and you do. You miss out on like a lot of normal college life, a whole lot of it. Like, but what you gain from being in the band, like it's like a whole separate family, like a family away from home. And so being a part of that, for me, it made up for it, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Yes, because your first year you was murdering.
Yeah, and a lot of people, I say it all the time, but like dancing besides Shannon was the best thing that the best position they could have ever put me in, because Shannon, I used to think like Shannon is so little, and like I was thicker my freshman year. So looking at Shannon beside me, it's like, this girl is little, and like I wasn't saying it to her like, I'm not gonna let you out dance me, but in my head it's like, you gotta dance hard. And so that pushed me. Like, I love Shannon's energy. I fed off of it every time.
I could tell too.
Combined with like just Ciara swag, it's just like, why would you not want to follow that? And keep the act, you know what I'm saying? It was just something you just fell into.
Yeah. So what is something that Ciara taught you that stuck with you throughout your J-Sette experience?
What I got the most from Ciara was how to push through. Like, we never had a performance, we never had a practice, we never ran, and I saw Ciara go, ooh, I'm tired, I'm finna quit, I need a break, I need to stop doing this. Ciara kept pushing through. Like, she was consistent with her energy. And so that's something that really stuck with me, especially when I became captain, because it's like, you're in the league now. So if you slow down, your team is going to slow down. And, even before then, even in that brief period of time that I danced, like behind Dominique in the spring, and then moving on to captain, like, it's just something about building your endurance. Like, all of our practices and training is based on building endurance, because we have half a day long performances when we do games, and we do mile long plus parades. And so you need endurance for stuff like that. And so that was something that she really taught me. Like, I never saw Ciara tired. I never saw Ciara sitting down. Like, when it was time to go to practice and do it, she was up doing it. And so that pushed me. So like, now that I'm captain, it's like, if I'm up doing it, y'all need to be up doing it. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's gonna follow you if you're not doing what you're telling them to do. So that was something that I took from her.
So was it hard, like, adjusting to the J-Sette style?
No, it was not for me, only because I never watched any other teams. Like, I strictly watched J-Sette videos day in and day out. I had an instructor. Well, no, she's more like a mentor from my hometown, and she went to Alabama State. And she took me to an Alabama State game because she was there for a basketball game. She took me to a basketball game, and I saw them dance, and it was my first time seeing them dance in person. The thing is, and she wanted me to try out so bad, and it was the January of my senior year in high school, so I was getting ready for J-Sette tryouts in April, and so I don't recall when the Stingate tryouts were, but she was pushing me so hard to try out, and I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to, and like I was this close in my mind to thinking about going, and so like after that was when I like started like watching some of their videos, like just seeing what they about or whatever. But J-Sette was all I knew, and I couldn't turn away from it. So like it just wouldn't. Yes. It wasn't a thing until I could just do it.
So, like, who influenced you throughout your years as a Prancing J-Sette?
Besides Shankita, once I actually made the squad, of course, Ciara being my captain, she had a really strong influence on me. And then Miss Crowley. And a lot of people don't know, but like when we were at practice, Miss Crowley, she didn't sit down. Like a lot of times she wasn't sitting down just directing instruction. She actually danced. She learned all the routines that we did, and she walked them and she learned them so she could know what's wrong when we're doing it wrong. So a lot of people don't know she was really hands-on, and like she was so clean. Like even now, if she was to dance, she dances the same way that she danced on videos and like in 2000s. Like it's the exact same, and like she's very precise on preciseness and being clean, and so like I just cleanliness is just it's a thing to me now. That's what she installed in me. So she became my inspiration, and Morgan, and where Morgan left her mark on me was when we tried out to her routines, and there was like I watched in 2013. I was really heavy on it, and like I watched their videos, and our first field show that we did, it was a remix of one of their old ones, and so when we started working on it in the summer, I knew bits and pieces of it because it was like Morgan was so clean, and she reminds me so much of Miss Crowley because she's so clean, but it's like she gives me she's small like me, and she just got a spunky presence, and like her style of dance is so funky and like technical and cute, and so I really liked it. And
I love
I
her
just
field show.
Fell into it. Yeah, so between Ciara, Miss Crowley, Morgan, is just
I love Morgan Jackson. Oh my God, she's a beast. She's a beast.
It's like it's effortless to Morgan. She's just I don't know. It's just like a little spunk.
So everybody wants to know about this Prancing J-Sette pledge that you did on the bus. Where did that come from?
Literally off the top of my head. Somebody actually tagged me in it. I think it was like yesterday or like 2 days ago. I was like, I still can't get over this. And I look at it and I laugh every time because like it was me, Shannon, Diamond, and we was on a bus and we was just and just playing around, and like we was getting off, and I just thought about it. I don't know what we was doing before that, but I just said it came to my mind, and I just said it, and I had said it once before, and I was like, we finna record this, so they recorded it, and I did it again. I was like, it was just too funny. It really came off the top of my head, just us in our moments, just being silly, being sisters, just doing us. There was so many other moments like that weren't recorded.
Everybody loved that pledge. Oh my God. So like after everything that happened in 2015, what were you ready to come back after during the Honda and during the parade season? Were you ready to come back?
I was dying to come back, literally. Like I remember like just so many nights I just cried, like because like a lot of people don't know the depth of what we went through. As far as like the end of 2014, and like it was hard, and it was a combination of us wanting to be in our natural element. Like we had worked so hard in 2014, and so like have it taken away, and then the fact of just having so much negativity on the other side, just looking down on you. So it was just like a mixture of wanting to get back because I feel like I worked for that, and because I feel like I had something to prove. Like I'm not about which I think the situation is.
Right.
We about dancing. Like that's what we're about. So it was just like I got something to prove. So I was dying to get back.
Yeah, cause when you came back and you guys did the Honda routine, y'all murdered that. Like I could tell that you was ready for
Yes,
that.
we were ready, and then that's before the Honda. We had only been back like a couple weeks. We had enough time to do a couple parades, and then other than that, we went right back into practicing for a field show. We haven't been working out. We hadn't been doing nothing. I had been just sitting in my dorm. Like it was like I hadn't been doing nothing. So it was like get right back in. But like the excitement of it and the energy and just the need to want to be back, this is what pushed it because we was out of shape.
Yeah. So we know in 2016, you guys were rotating as far as getting the captain position. Do you think that you were ready for that position once you actually got it?
When I was elected for it, no, not in the beginning, and only because my mind said, you think a lot of people, you think that when it's your time and you're in an era for Miss Carly to pick a new captain, you think that okay, everybody want it, everybody trying to get it,
Yep.
who's gonna be, blah 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 blah. But for me personally, after being off a whole season and missing a whole season, like when I say I was dying to get back to dance, that's literally all I wanted to do. Like, and my sisters were there, Cam and Bree were there, and so my focus wasn't, I want her to make me captain over anything. My focus was, like I just want to dance. Like, and people say that all the time, and you think, oh, you saying you just wanted to dance, but you wanted to be captain. But it literally was not like that. Like being off, I was just so appreciative and just glad to be back. And like, if she had picked Cam or if she had picked Bree, I would have been fine with it because those are my sisters, and I know what they're capable of. They went through the same season I went through, so I know what they're capable of. They can handle it, whoever she picked. So it wasn't there, but so and just wanting to be back, my mind wasn't set on captain mode, and so when we started the whole rotation thingy, of course we were expected to take on a new role of trying to step up and show that you can, handle a squad mind-wise, mentally, emotionally, and physically.
Right.
And so, I had to take on that. And when she chose me, of course, after going through, the whole rotation phase, I feel like I was ready. But immediately after that is when, like, cause immediately after that, and I mean like the comments, everybody's feelings towards being captain, that played like a major part on me mentally and emotionally that a lot of people don't know about because people don't care about that.
Right.
All they care about is comment, getting your opinion out. Oh, it's just my opinion, but people have feelings. And so,
Right.
That's what made me unprepared. I wasn't prepared for that.
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared on like the wave of negative comments, and that's what I wasn't prepared for.
Yeah. Okay. So when you actually, how were you announced captain? Like, what situation were you in at that point?
So it was we were doing what we were doing. We were still in the rotation phase, and she Miss Curly, of course, she talked to me about it, and I don't know if I still to this day I don't know if she had another conversation with any other girls about like possibilities, but she had a conversation with me about it, and we talked about it, and when she announced it to the squad, we were all together, and she just announced it amongst ourselves before announcing it on social media or anything like that. Because of course you want everything to stay within our team, so the team first to know.
Right. So like, what was your emotion once you got it?
I was happy. I was excited, and I felt like I felt like I was appreciated, and like somebody actually believed in me, because like I said, when I came to J-Sette, I didn't have any dance training. Almost every other girl on the squad at the time had been on a big dance team or had been a part of a high school team that had a really good name, a really strong name in Jackson. And I'm not saying I came from nothing, but I came from very little.
Right.
And so, like, just working as hard as I did in 14, and then with the exception of being off a whole year, and then having so little time to, prove myself a strong dancer, mind-wise, dance-wise, and all, like, I felt like it paid off for me. Like, Miss Carly believed in me. It was just a good feeling. Like, I felt like my hard work had not been in vain.
Right, right. So, what is something that you had to adjust to while getting, well, in the beginning stages of you getting captain?
Oh, attitudes.
Yes.
Attitudes. Like, cause I'm a soft spoken person, but when it comes to saying things that need to be said, I say that.
Right.
And so, and it was harder. It was harder doing that, and a harder time adjusting, because we had just come from doing this whole rotation phase where everybody is comfortable with this person or that person giving their opinion, or this person or that person, telling everybody what they need to do, then switching to one person mid-season.
Right.
So, on top of dealing with that, and then on top of dealing with my own personal mental feelings amidst the whole captain rah-rah, it was like I had so many conversations with Miss Crowley, like crying after practice, just sitting with her after practice, calling her during the day or after a class while I'm working on this or that, just to have somebody to walk me through it. Like, tell me it's going to be okay, because, like, I'm struggling right now. So that was my main adjustment, just trying to get my feet on a firm ground to, like, my stance, and, like, just getting everybody to take me serious. Like, it was at a point where, like, I realized I can't get the fan. I can't make no fans like me.
Right.
It don't matter how good I dance, how much what I do on the field or in the stands. Like, they not gonna like me because they didn't want me to be captain.
Right.
That's just period. I can't change that. But I got a squad, so I pushed that out of my mind, because that wasn't for me to adjust to. That's for everybody else to adjust to.
Right.
So as long as I'm doing my job as a captain and on the squad, I'm doing my job. And so I made that my main focus, and that made it easier for me to go into the summer after 2016, working on routines, working on what I want to do for band camp, and just I got 2 years. So, like, my next year, it just made me better prepared.
Okay. So, how was your first game? Like, what was your experience like? Were you nervous?
I was very nervous. And, like, if you watch the videos, you can tell I was nervous, but I was just pushing through it the best I could. Like, Miss Curley give everybody prep talks before games, during halftime, and so, like, she had gave me a prep talk, and the prep talk probably made it worse for me, because it was just like, these folks ain't trying to see me, and, like, on top of that, and then me being nervous, just messing up. It's like, just whatever. We just fast forward the next Saturday. Let's just keep trying.
Right.
So it was memorable. I didn't do as bad as I thought I did.
Yeah.
Not putting myself down, but it was nerve-wracking.
I'm pretty sure it was, because wasn't it in Las Vegas, your first one, official first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No. My official first one, it was our first home game.
Okay.
Yeah, our first home game was a full game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So, what was your experience? What was the hardest part about being captain for you?
The hardest part about being captain for me, I would say it would be my personal situation. So, like, just the whole ordeal back to the fan thing.
Yeah.
it was just something that I had to learn how to ignore. Because like I had so much potential, and I had so many great ideas and different things that I wanted to do, and like it was discouraging. A lot of times it was very discouraging. Like you know, you try not to listen to what people say and not let people get you down, and so it was just at a point like Miss Carly, like, just stop reading the comments, don't read them at all. And I never stopped, because it wasn't that I kept letting it get me down, but it's like, I mean, what's better than just proving people wrong and just showing them what you can do? You know what I'm saying? So it pushed me. But that was just my hardest part, just dealing with it mentally. Because of course, and it wasn't that girls on the squad didn't want me to be captain, but it was just like, you know, it was just something for them to get used to as well. Because like I did not BS. Like, we were friends and we were sisters and all that and kiki, but like, if you come in late, like, I'm gonna say something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you coming in late, I'm gonna tell you, you eating after, if I practice start at 5 o'clock, and you sitting on the floor eating, and we not supposed to be eating, I'm not eating, so, you know, nobody else eat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
That was another thing, because I'm so soft spoken, and they were just used to that. So it's like, girl, Morgan snapping today, and it was just like, I'm sorry, y'all, but y'all gotta get it together. And a lot of it just came out from my deep respect for Miss Crowley. Like, she wanted it stress free for me. I wanted it stress free for her. Like, we made a team. So
so
that was
how did you overcome all of the negativity, as far as like in the comments? Like, what did you have to do to say, like, okay, I'm not even gonna pay it no attention?
I looked within the squad. So, and it just takes it back to what I feel like how would I describe a J-Sette? Just some strong women, actual sisterhood. And I said it because during that time, like, I looked to them. I looked to Miss Crowley. She's a part of our sisterhood. She was a J-Sette. And so I looked to her. I looked to my sisters. I looked to the girls on the squad, because like, a lot of times when we're at practice and I'm doing it and they swore up and down, everything I did was so hard. We can't do that. We can't do that. But they always came through, and they always did it. Anytime we had performances, especially the big games like Southern and Alcorn, those girls was behind me. They were boosting me up. I'm boosting them up. We feeding off each other. So what helped me was basically just looking to the squad. As long as I felt like we were good, we made each other more accountable, and I was doing my job and they were looking to me. That's what made it all worth it for me, because it wasn't about what everybody else said. We knew the job that we had to do, and that made me feel like I was doing it as a captain. And, you know, so I just looked to my squad instead of everybody else.
So, do you feel like a lot of the negative comments came from people who wanted somebody else as captain, because they really didn't give you the opportunity to showcase what you could have done? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it definitely did. If anything, that's exactly where it started. And because in a lot of people's eyes, they looked at it like, okay, and in particular, Silk. And so they looked at it like, okay, Silk been here longer than she have. Silk done did so and so many years, and Morgan only did 1 year, and then she got kicked out another year. So how Miss Carly gonna come in and tell everybody that she gonna be captain? And it's like, for one, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people feel like Miss Carly picked captains, or captains are picked solely based on dance ability, and that's not the case. And with our case going on, with bits and pieces, like time being broken apart on the squad, what Miss Carly looked for was somebody at the time that could hold their own choreography wise, and whether or not people liked it, I could hold my own choreography wise. Physically, who got the endurance, who can hold up, who has the voice to speak up when they need to say stuff to a squad or enforce certain things, and who can just handle it mentally, emotionally. And she looks at all of that, and she won't say a word, but she will be looking for all of that. And so I feel like that's why she chose me, because when I needed to put my emotions to the side, or when I needed to be serious and get things done, I did that. No matter if I had certain times when I broke down, and I'm not saying Sip did that. That's just, I'm not saying Sip didn't do that,
right.
but I feel like that's why she chose me, and a lot of people don't understand it. They just look at seniority and what they think would be best for the squad, and you don't know what would be best for the squad. You're not in and day out with us, so you don't know personally. You
right.
know one person personally. You don't know everybody else or what they would be capable of, and so that's where it stemmed from. And it's like one person feels this way, or somebody that's prominent in the comments on YouTube, or somebody that's prominent in the dance world says one thing, and so people just bandwagon off
right.
it.
Right.
People that haven't watched any of my videos from 2014 just say, "Oh, I don't like that,"
right.
or "Do this," or "So and so do this better." Just something like that, and basically just judge me off of what little they know.
Right.
And one person says that, so everybody else just add on, and that's where a lot of that came from. But it's whatever now. It was whatever then. It was whatever after a couple weeks. So
right. So what do you think you could have changed about 2016?
About what?
What do you think you could have changed about 2016?
About 2016, I probably would have focused less on. I probably wouldn't have got so consumed by the negativity.
Yeah.
I did let it consume me when it first started, because it was a lot. Like it literally rained down on me. Yeah. And if I could change anything, I would, get out of class and, get in the gym and spend more time, just creating, just doing different things and put it into, dancing and ideas,
yeah.
instead of being sad about it or letting it make me feel a certain way.
Right. Okay. So, in 2016, you did No Crime. It's No Crime. It's No Crime. And you showed your ass. You did really good. Where did you get that boost of confidence when you did that song?
My girls. So like I say, like it was just even not just like the big game. So not just Southern and Alcorn. We had so many other guys, and we were just pumped. We was like, okay, we got something new. We like this, or we just have been having a good time in practice all weekend. We just pumped up and ready. Like that just fueled me. And so like I would just think like certain times, like when we went to Tuskegee. And I just kind of thought, okay, we gonna be playing this, so I'm gonna do all the things Morgan did, or something like that. It was just certain times things just came to me, and I would just do it, and I would tell them, I would tell Miss Carly first, and then boom, put it on y'all in the week. Y'all ain't see that coming,
right?
And then like, and like that time when we did No Crime, it was just like No Crime is a legendary song, and like if you don't show out when you dance to No Crime, what you gonna do?
Right.
So that was it. It was like this a legendary. Any legendary songs getting pulled out, you gotta show out.
Yeah. So how do you feel when people say you're like one of the most prettiest J-Settes? Like you have no bad pictures at all.
I mean, I don't really feel the way. Like I like taking pictures. Yeah. I really do. Like and a lot of people have asked me before, like, do you model, blah, 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 and I'm like, or have you ever, and I've tried to get into it before, like, I actually tried to get it, I was training, doing, like, some classes at a modeling agency in Memphis, like, in 10th grade, 11th grade, or something like that. It didn't stick, though, like, I don't know, I'm, being captain and being a J-Sette, period, you would think I'm not shy at all, but like I really am. Like especially around people I don't know. Like around my friends and family, I'm goofy, the silliest, craziest person, But like I do have a shy side, and like it takes me a while to just break out. Yeah. So I don't know.
So what was your favorite uniform?
Hollywood. Okay. Pretty much anything white. Like I love any white uniform. I don't know what it is. That white is just it. It's like when you got on white and you on the field, you can just see everything. Like I love it.
I saw Hollywood in person one time, and it was like really shiny. Like I didn't expect it to be like that shiny in person.
It is, but like Hollywood is so homemade.
Yeah.
and I say homemade because like a lot of our uniforms we have to make adjustments ourselves, like literally in the after practice gluing and sticking rhinestones on and gluing sequins on, like. And Hollywood was a homemade, because when Dominique them got it at 15, it looked so different. And like they literally had to put the sequence in the middle. That middle wasn't there. Did they add anything else? I don't think that was it. But like boobs would pop out of Hollywood. The back was really low on Hollywood. And like if you ain't hitting them crunches in practice, your size oozing out in Hollywood. So it was like, so we're Hollywood. You need to be ready. It needs to be a worthy game and occasion, because it's time to bust it out. Okay.
Yes. So what was your least favorite uniform?
Least favorite. Do I have a least favorite? What did I hate?
I'm gonna have to say, for me, it's Brady Bunch for me.
Okay, Brady Bunch. We never wore Brady Bunch. I don't think. No, we never.
No, I don't think so.
Dallas, we love Dallas, and everybody hate Dallas, but I love it. Yeah. Dallas probably go on my favorite list. But as far as hate uniforms, I don't. Cottonelle.
Oh no, I love Cottonelle.
We had the Cottonelle look so pretty to me.
Yes.
Watching Shankita and them dance in it, but until I was on the squad is when I realized that it's cotton.
Yes.
Cottonelle. So like you sweating in it, and it's just, I don't know, just like it's different when you got sweat on your like spandex uniforms. Yeah. It don't stick to you the same, so it's uncomfortable.
Yeah. Okay. What was your favorite field show during your reign as captain?
And when you ask me that, I'm thinking of games, and I can't really see the actual routine. I see what we have on, and I see games. What do we have on? What it's called? I think one of my favorites was definitely when we did Sally again, because I love Sally. Everybody loves Sally. We didn't even have to tweak Sally that much. Probably just a little bit here and there, but I love Sally. And actually, our first one that we did, and that wasn't so much of something I made up. That was basically a collab. Everybody on the squad kind of put their efforts into this, so we did it at Vegas first. That was definitely one of my favorites. And our last collab that we did, which would have been Alcorn my senior year.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what was your favorite count that you created? Because I know you created a lot of counts.
My favorite would be the whip. Yeah. And like I made that up with my 17 freshmen, so Mary, Niecy, Brandy, them, and like we literally we didn't have a count together, and I tried to make that a thing with the freshmen. I always make up something. Yeah. And so like we didn't have one together, and so we went to the side and practiced one day, and we just made that up. And I was like, I want to do something different. Like I want to do something funky, something wild. So like we was like whip. Yep. Wow. And it was so cute.
It
like,
was.
It was like, dang. And then when we played it to what's the song?
I was just looking at it. I cannot think of it.
It was I think it was Bunny.
It was Bunny Hop. Yep.
But then when we played, they cut it off, and so like everybody didn't get to do it. And it was like, oh my God. Yeah. Bro. Like, and then I did it in twos. I did it one by one, like in twos. And so everybody just doing it like side by side. It looked so good. Like I was too hyped for it.
Yeah. So a lot of people think that 2017 was a lot better for you than 2016. So going into 2017, what was your mindset?
Going into 2017, my mindset was just like, okay, I personally had a bad year 2016, and like I had more than just J-Sette drama going on. Like, I had personal drama going on. Like, and that's what a lot of people don't realize. You still a college student, and like, it could be so many other things that you're going through. And so, like, 2016 was a mess. And so, like, I would be a fool if I waste another opportunity as a second year captain to just waste it. So, like, that summer, any good ideas that I had, like, I wrote them down, I recorded them. And so, like, when the season started, we just went straight in. Anybody that had good ideas, like, it was just like, everybody pull out your best stuff. Let's just go. Like, let's do it. We not worried about no outside influence this year. Like, we not doing it at all. So I feel like we went in really strong, and we had strong freshmen, and it was more of them. So it was just like, I feel like I had a complete team. I feel like I had, I feel like I had everything I needed. And so it was just, time to go. It was inspiration.
So what made you guys do the whole I guess it's called like a bucking buddies sequence when you guys were wearing Tina?
I think we started that. I think we actually did that first in 2014.
Really?
I think so.
Okay.
I think we did. If not, it was definitely 16 when we did it, when we first did it. But I don't know. I think it really came from us having squad buddies. So, like, for every two people in 17, instead of being pair squad buddies, it was more of us. So I think, like, some people had more than one. But I think that's where it stands from. So it's like, hey, what if you and your squad buddy go together? But it would be in situations where, like, if certain people didn't make cuts or whatever it was, you and your squad buddy would be side by side. So it's like, well, it ain't gonna look as good if y'all doing it side by side, because it's all they switching formations again. So it was just like, we'll do pairs, and so everybody just pick who you gonna go with. And so we just did that.
Okay. So what happened to the confident stand routines that you guys had? You had a whole new set of stands. Like, what happened to all of those counts?
Nothing actually happened to them. We made it up to the song Confident. And so, like, the band never played it. Like, that one time that we actually got to do it at the game, we had learned those Confident stands, like, a while back. We had did them because we did them for the video, the competition. And so we had been knowing them for a while, and, like, the band just never played it. And by the time they did, I mean, it was just like, let's go. Let's just bust it out. It'd be too long. We can't let them go to waste. So we got to do them. And we made those stands up specifically for the video. So it was like, we got these extra stands. Shoot, let's just throw them out. And they finally played it. People think we got a lot of control over what we play and what we dance to, and we don't. We have so many suggestions, so many things we want to do, but, like, what they doing over there is what they say, let's go. We get a little influence, but not too much. The band don't do what they want to do.
So, I know in 2017, you guys, at the Crankfest, you guys added the spin to Get Ready. What made you guys want to do that?
Just being spontaneous. It was like, was it our second year at Crankfest? Yeah, so it was like, okay, we got 1 year at Crankfest. We about to go into a second year. This year, it's more people here, so it's like, okay, we got to step it up in every way. We pulled out new stands last time, so trying to pull out something new this time. So, you never know. Yeah, you never know what everybody gonna do. And I think the spin, I think the actual spin was Miss Crowley's idea, and then we just implemented the switching and all that, because it was like, oh, this is fire. It was really good. I loved it.
It was a good implement. Like, it's not too much, it's not too little, it's just right.
And then, we can do it whenever we want to. And then, as time passed, it was like, everybody on the squad like the original. Like, can we just do the original? Like, we gotta do the spin. It to get ready to go down. Like, do the spin. Like, I loved it.
So, how did you guys come up with the concept for Versace on the Floor and Bag Lady at Crankfest?
I literally made up the whole entrance concept to Versace on the bus.
Oh,
on
wow.
the bus when we got to New Orleans that morning, which is why it got jacked up. But it was like, I'm like, y'all, I'm like, y'all, we can do this. Like, it ain't too much.
Yeah.
If y'all can do it, I said, tell me if y'all can do it. It wasn't too much, but I'm gonna show it to y'all. Tell me if y'all can do it. If y'all know y'all don't want to do it, we can't do it. We just gonna leave it. Right. So we was doing it. I was going over on the bus, and before we got off the bus, everybody had it, and it was just like, come on, y'all. And what was so crazy about Crunk Fest 2017, I was so turned up. Like, I was so ready for 2017 Crunk Fest. Like, everybody was, and so like, I could see Miss Crowley sitting over here, and like the whole time, throughout all those songs we played at Crunk Fest, I never turned around and looked at any of the girls. Anytime I saw them, it was like when we was doing a turnaround stand. So, I'm in my zone. I haven't turned around and looked at them not one time. And so when we leave, I walk over to Miss Carly, me and Miss Carly walking to the bus, and I'm like, girl, I felt that. I'm like, what's up? Like, what we look like? She was like, I said, and so I watched the videos. I was like, yeah. I was like, it wasn't that bad, but it was like the little stuff that we had just did. It was like, okay, I give everybody a pass because I understand it. But it was so funny because I was so in my zone. Like, I was turned up. I feel like everything was perfect behind me, and then it was like after like. But no, they have Versace on the floor. They happened right there on the bus. Mm-hmm. The bag lady that was at practice, and both of them, I conjured up both of them, and it was just like we don't do intros at all. Like how singers do a lot of intros, and so like we don't do it at all. So I just thought it would be cute, just something to spice everything up, just do something different, just be spontaneous. Yeah, they weren't expecting us to do
at all. We was not expecting that. I liked it though. So in 2017, you guys did Ho Check. What made you want to pay homage to Morgan Jackson?
That video is just legendary. Yeah. Like, everybody was serving book, everybody was serving attitude. Like, the whole video is like the crowd, everybody in the stands was feeling the song. Yes. So it's like, and then when we got to Tuskegee, we knew they were gonna play it. And so when we got there, Tuskegee was a vibe. Like, if you wasn't there, you wouldn't know it, but Tuskegee was a vibe. Like, it was just, like, straight HBCU, ghetto fun. Like, it was lit in Tuskegee. And so, like, that whole atmosphere, we was turned up. And, like, they stands were metal. So, it was, like, every time we stomped and did this and blah, 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 like, it was loud. And so, that was like, let's go. Yeah. Like, we finna turn up. Yeah. So that was just lit. And I had thought about it. I was thinking of it on the bus. And so on the way there, I was watching the stand she did. So I would know which ones to throw. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do that. That's going to be lit. Yeah.
So a lot of people wanted to know about you guys dancing in the rain in 2017. I guess they wanted to know, like, were you sick? Like, was this a special moment for you?
No. I'm probably the only person on this squad that loved dancing in the rain. I wish I could find a picture, and today I'm gonna really try to look for it, but I wish I could find a picture. It was a J-Sette, and she was dancing in the rain, and I think JB, there used to be a photographer, JB, that used to take pictures. Yeah. He would take pictures at all the schools, and like I think JB had those pictures, and they were wet. It was a field show. Their hair, everybody's hair was wet. And matter of fact, I'm going to find it on YouTube and I'm going to send it to you when we get out. But they were dancing in the rain and, like, their hair was wet. And, like, I was just like, that looks so fierce. Like, that's it right there. That's giving me music video. Like, I love it. And so, like, anytime we had to dance in the rain, I'm like, y'all, let's go. Let's go. Because this hair down, it's about to be slinging. I'm like, let's dance, like, don't give me no back talk. We finna dance in this rain. And so it happened Southern. We had to dance in the rain. And Southern, it wasn't that bad. Yeah. Like, they were leaving behind. We had those punch-outs and they like, let's put the punch-outs back on. I'm like, just leave the punch-out. Just leave it off. Because they finna play back to back. Just leave the punch-out off. Right. And so Southern wasn't bad. But then it rained again at Alcorn and it poured down. Yeah. And so um, even then I was like, this is more rain. We finna turn up some more. And I tell KG all the time, like KG had me furious. Like every video we look at, everybody just sitting up. It's raining, and so every time I look down there at KG, she having no feet.
Right.
She just, I'm like, girl, stop moving, just blink your eyes or do something. And she was like, I hate this in my eyes, Miss Crowley. I'm like, girl, please stop.
That was a special moment for you. That definitely was a special moment.
Like, I was like, girl, just stop it. I'm like, okay, just do you. I'm just gonna keep it, girl. But I love dancing in the rain. That was my thing. That was my kryptonite. Dancing in the rain. It's about to rain. I'm ready to go.
Yes. So, how would you describe both of your crab babies years, like 2016 and 2017? Like, how would you describe that?
Both group of girls showed like initiative, like what you want us to do, like what's next, like what we need to do, Morgan, what I need to do, blah blah blah. And so like I loved it from them, because one thing I hated doing at practice, and like they knew it was my pet peeve, was like when I had to repeat things like 50 times. Right. It was just like, okay, you're a captain. You got to break it down this many times, and you got to explain. You got to make sure everybody got it. But it was like, oh my God, y'all, please do not ask me again. We did, like, ask me 50 times. It was horrible. And so, like, they didn't give me 17 especially, they didn't give me that at all. Like, I told it to them. I'm like, y'all, I don't like this. Like, when I tell y'all, listen, please listen. And so, like, they didn't give me that. Like, and 16, it wasn't so bad, but it was just like, I don't know, it was easy. They did it more than 7. I mean, they did more than 17 did, but both of them showed the same type of initiative. Like, both of them were strong. Like, I don't feel like it was one person out of each group that I would have had to say, okay, after class, every day this week, I need to see you because we need to work on this. Like, I didn't have that type of problems out of them. It was like, you need to work on your salt and pepper, they gonna work on it. Whether or not they worked on it with me, by themselves, or with their squad buddy, it was like one time, you need to work on this, go work on it. They work on it, come back, they was ready to go. Like, I didn't have no problem, like, transferring energy when we dancing, performing, like, all of them came with it. And I feel like I did my job as far as, putting it on them. Everybody's squad buddies did their job. And, like, I just feel like each year they came in, everybody worked with each other. And so, like, I loved both of those group of girls. It was even better for me 17, because it's like, I got a big group of y'all. Like, I love these. Like, I love a big group of y'all. Like, I love a big squad.
Yeah. So, I mean, Nisi specifically asked, what was your favorite moment with 2017 Crabs? Because she said they gave y'all hell.
My favorite moment was, they were Alcorn. My favorite moment was Southern. Like, they gave me everything Southern. Like, we made that stand up until that moment when we did that stand that we made up together. Like, watching the videos, I'm like, they came with, like, they was behind me. Like, and I remember, like, it was yesterday, like, I had a secret pep talk with them specifically. So it's like, y'all, we got this game coming up. I'm like, I'm ready. I'm like, I want y'all to be ready. And Southern games are usually towards the end of the season. So it's like, y'all, we've been working on this. I'm like, y'all been doing good. I'm feeding, positive vibes into them. So it's like, y'all been doing good. We got this. I'm proud of everybody. Like, I remember the whole conversation. It was just like a good moment, just a prep talk and, prepare everybody for the game. And so when Saturday came, they gave me everything. Like, everything I spoken to them, like, they put it out into the performance. And that was my favorite moment from them ever.
Yes.
From pictures, the pictures that we took before the game, like, some of my favorite pictures. Like, I love it. Everything about that game was it for me.
Yeah. So, a lot of people want us to know, where did the name Mo Dollars come from?
So, Mo Dollar came from high school. Me and my friend in high school, we used to watch Bad Girls Club. Like, we was Bad Girls Club fanatics. And I don't know if you remember Ciara, the little skinny one.
Yes.
So Ciara, it was one episode, she was like, she was rapping. She said something about T Dollar from something, and so I was like, and we used to rap it. We used to say it at school, and so it was like I'm Mo Dollar from the Stoop, and that was my name on that was my name on Instagram. When I first got my Instagram, it was Mo Dollar from the Stoop, baby, and like it just stuck from there. And they started calling me Mo Dollar in high school, Mo, Lil Mo, from everything, and like Mo Dollar just stuck.
Yeah. So, what was something that you felt like you brought to the J-Settes that you accomplished as a captain?
I feel like I brought like just more technicality. Mm-hmm. So like the same thing that Morgan brought. I feel like if you're watching like field shows and just dance period through time, when it came to Morgan Jackson's time at captain, she showed a lot of technicality that you didn't really see, like, in the past. And when I take the technicality, I mean, like, sharp lines, like, specific, like, actual jazz moves, like, certain things like that. And, like, I feel like it was stepping outside of the box, and, like, it made me, I didn't really have a style for myself. Like, if somebody would ask me what my style was, like, before being a J-Sette, I really didn't have one. Even my freshman year, it's just, I'm doing what everybody else doing. Like, I'm just forming, blending in. And so, like, just watching Morgan and doing, we had, like I said, we had her dance for a tryout dance. And so, like, doing it, like, I fell into it. Like, I learned it. You know, we got one day to learn it, and I learned it that day. I fell into it. Like, it was something I felt so comfortable doing. Like, I feel like I was in my element. So, I'm like, like, I can get with this. And so, like, I'm with this technicality type thing. So, everything I made up after that, it was really technical. When we were freshmen, me and Kaya were probably like the best stunners on the squad. And so like it was like if Morgan and Kaya make it up and they can do it, everybody else come on. Right. And you try to do it. So I love the stunts, and so I tried to keep implementing it. But yeah, just the technicality and making things hard. Yeah. I feel like I brought it because I ain't hear the end of it. Morgan, we can't do this. We can't do this. And turn around and they could do it. Right. Come game on Saturday. So, you know, I just feel like I brought just a challenge. Yeah. A challenge to everybody.
So, throughout all of your years, what would you say your favorite year was?
My favorite year was definitely 17.
Yeah.
No? You know what? My favorite year was my freshman year.
Yeah.
It was my favorite because in spite of everything that we went through, like, I probably got the most laughs, the biggest combination of laughs, hard times, and just stuff that made me not only the J-Sette that I am today, but the person that I am today. Like, it was so much in that one season. It just made me, you know, who I am today. And, like, if I could do freshman year over again, I promise you I would do it again in the same way. Like, it was just everything. Like, that was my favorite year.
Yeah. Do you have any regrets or something that you wish you could have done better throughout your experience?
My only regret would be, I would say, my communication with the girls. I feel like another thing that I struggled with as a captain was, just going down and like just having private moments, just talking to girls and like just having communications and different heart to hearts. Like, we did a lot as groups, and like when certain things were going on, like it was a problem or something like that, we would have conversations then. And also my what would you call it? My deliverance. Yeah. So like Jazz is so funny. Jazz from Memphis. Yeah. She pulled me aside one day after practice, and she was like, "Morgan, can I talk to you?" I'm like, "What, Jazz?" Because I'm like, "Oh Lord, somebody is gonna complain." I'm like, "What, girl?" I'm like, "What?" So she's like, I don't even remember what I said to them that day, but I went off. And she was like, "I feel like that was me, and this and that, blah, blah, blah." She was basically telling me, she was like, "What you said was me," or like, "I don't like how you said it," but Jazz so soft-spoken. It was how she said it. And it was like, "Okay, Jazz, well, let me tell you where I'm coming from. And like that was the one heart to heart that me and Jazz had. And, it was basically me telling her, y'all don't know a lot. Y'all don't know about a lot that I go through. Like, my emotions and mental state be all over the place by the time I get out of practice, get out of class, and go through the weekend reading comments. Like, y'all, I go through so much before I make it here to the point with y'all. And it's like, sometimes y'all give me a hard time. Sometimes y'all complain all day. Sometimes y'all not getting where I'm coming from. Some days y'all not listening. Y'all playing. And, in that moment, I kind of just, in so few words and so little time that we had, just broke down, how I was feeling. And I don't think I had told anybody, on the squad besides Miss Carly that, but we had that heart to heart. And so, like, me just telling her, how I feel, what I'm going through, what I really be trying to do, tell her that, my deliverance, I don't be trying to sound mean.
Right.
It's just like I have a lot built up, and when I say it to y'all, it be like, let's do it now. You know what I'm saying? And so after that, I'm like, basically, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to guide y'all, trying to be a leader, trying to make sure we get stuff done and contain myself. And so she was like, I'm sorry, and it was like she didn't come at me mean at all. And I didn't go back at her mean. Right. And it was just, in that moment, it was like, if I would have these type of conversations with everybody, or if everybody would be comfortable to coming to me and, saying what they really feel and us talking about it, we would have had many more good experiences, or many more heart-to-hearts. And so, one thing I just wish I would have, had more of those conversations with more of the girls, because they really made me, I had respect for everybody on the squad, so it didn't make me look at Jazz a different way, but it made me appreciate her just coming to me anyway. Right. Even if she came to me with a problem, but she came to me, and she felt like she could come to me. And so just having that moment, I wish I could have had it with more of the girls.
Okay. So what's some advice you can give to the next generation of Prancing J-Settes?
Don't lose the creativity. Don't lose the creativity, and don't lose the loyalty. And the first, of creativity, because J-Settes are creative. Like, when you think J-Settes, you just think wow, you think out of the box, you think flipping, you think attitude, you think uniform, like everything. Like, it's just a whole creative organization. Like, don't lose the creativity. Don't be shy of stunts because you think you can't do them, or you think the rest of the squad won't be able to do it. Don't be shy of, pulling songs, pulling stands from the past, recreating. Like, that's creativity to me. That's paying homage to me. Like, that's being proud of, our legacy to me. Like, don't be afraid of the creativity. Keep it going, because this what makes J-Settes J-Settes at the end of the day. If you want to be a J-Set, work on stepping outside of your norm box and thinking of not what would a J-Set do, but what could I do that people never seen before? Right. Like,
be innovative.
Bringing that individuality. And the loyalty. Don't lose the loyalty in J-Sets, because I feel like J-Sets are a strong group because we have strong people. And me personally, that was so big to me. Like, I don't know how bad I always stress to the girls, like, what we do, y'all, don't go and practice on this with your friends. Don't go do this. Don't tell everybody what we got going on, because it's going to make it to the internet. It's going to make it here. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep what we got going in between us. Right. And so, like, I don't want that loyalty to ever be lost, because that's how, that's how people know what you're doing next. And that's how they can put you down and say, oh, they ain't a strong squad. They got this and that going on. Like, if you strong within yourself and y'all got loyalty to each other and loyalty what y'all doing, loyalty to the legacy, we'll stay strong.
Right. So, I could tell that that was something that you wanted to, keep going, because we really didn't hear much.
Yeah, and it's like I don't want that. Like, whatever problems we have, we can solve that within each other. That makes us, because if everybody's here and there telling this and that, it don't look good. It look like we're broken. It look like we don't have structure. And we want to actually have it, not look like we have it. So, that was just something I stressed. Like, anything y'all need, y'all can get it between us and the rest of the squad.
Right.
So just hold on to it and we'll be fine.
Yeah. So what was your experience dancing while pregnant?
My experience dancing while pregnant, that I only danced that one game, which is the blue and white game.
Right.
Being knowingly pregnant. That was in April or March. And I found out I was pregnant like March 24th, 27th, at the end of March. And so clearly I had been pregnant since like January already, and had been turned up all spring. And so it was after I found out, and I didn't tell Miss Crowley until after we got done with the blue and white game. So I don't have much experience dancing while pregnant. Like I said, it was only that one game, and it was tryouts. I danced through tryouts knowing, and so I made up the tryout routine knowing. It wasn't bad because I didn't have a bad pregnancy. Like, it was very mild, like even down to my labor. Like, it was very mild. Like, if I would do it again. You know, like some people be like, I wouldn't do it no more. Like, it was very mild. Like, I wasn't expecting, like, it was a great pregnancy. So, like, I didn't have a bad day until that blue and white game. And, like, it was so much. And I don't even remember, but Brandy and Joy and Niecy tell me all the time, like, girl, you went off that day. And, like, I still don't even remember, like, everything I said. But all I know is when we were at that blue and white game, it was freezing. Like, my nipples felt like, I don't know, felt like somebody was just twisting them. Ooh. And the wind was blowing, and I was so mad. Like, if you look at the videos, you know me, you probably can say, ooh, Morgan looks so miserable. Like, I danced as hard as I could because I knew that was our last time. But I was so upset and so annoyed. And, like, after, I was like, Miss Crowley, I'm pregnant. She was like, Morgan!
Right.
But no, that was it. I really didn't. Anytime that I danced through there, I didn't know. So, I mean, I didn't have any problems. So, it was fine. Like, I don't know.
So, how did you feel like seeing one of your babies get captain, Kayla? And, like, what was... Go ahead.
It made me happy. Like, if any of them had got captain, like, I would have been so proud and so happy just because, you know, just because you getting captain and then me knowing that, you know, I took part in pushing you to get to that point. Right. It just made me really proud that, you know, somebody next that's up learn what they learned from me. And so, like, I know that I'm carrying on some of the things that I instill, like the loyalty, like stuff that I feel really strongly about. So KG did really great at that. Like, KG is a really strong person.
Yes,
like,
I could tell.
Not just dance wise, like, she's a strong, sweet person, and it's the same thing. Like, she is soft spoken like me, but when it comes down to saying what needs to be said, y'all need to do this. This don't look right. Blah blah blah. KG says that, and so when KG got captain, it just made me so happy because I knew what type of person she was, and I knew she would handle it as best as anybody could expect she would handle it. So I was just happy. I was just happy that I knew her last 2 years was gonna be fire. So
yeah, and she did really good. She did really good.
I was so happy.
Okay, so will you be at the 50th?
Yes, I will be. I'm so excited.
I'm excited for y'all. I want to see a lot.
I am too. I just feel like it's gonna be so big. Like, if you gotta be in the presence of, like, now to old J-Sette, like, it's just so nostalgic and it's so fun. Like, a lot of those women don't miss a beat. Not even when they not even outside of dancing. Like, they lively. Like,
Jasmine.
They don't miss a
Jasmine?
Everybody bring energy. Yes. Everybody bring energy, and it's so welcoming. Like, it don't matter how old you are, or how new you are. Like, you feel so welcome. Like, it's a vibe for real.
Yeah. So what's going on? So what's going on with you? What's been going on since you graduated?
Like I said, since I graduated, besides having my son and the job that I'm working in now, which is like finance, I'm working for a credit union. My major is marketing, and so we do have a marketing department here, and that's where I'm working towards. So like I've been working here since September, and what I've been doing since September is basically like a lot of training. So it's a lot of training on stuff in finance that you couldn't have paid me to take a class on in college. But and I love that because it's like, okay, I wasn't open to finance or accounting or anything in college because it was hard for me. Like math is horrible. Like it looked like Chinese to me. But actually being here and having, people I work with, my supervisors, like teach me, like it's really refreshing because it's like, for one, it's like it's not as hard as I thought it was, and two, it's like this a money making field, and three, they have a marketing department here, so if I keep up, what I'm doing, eventually, that's where I'm gonna be. That's where I'll be promoted to, and so I love it here. I'm pretty sure I will be here until September, if God be willing, and this will be my first job that I kept for a year, because working through high school and college, I worked strictly retail. I went from Charlotte to Coach, and like it was back and forth, and so there was retail. So working in finance is different, and I love it. I work with some great people. I work for a great company. I'm still working through this pandemic, and that's a blessing because a lot of people, don't have their jobs, they're not getting paid, and I have a son, and I have a family, so us or me being able to still provide and work and actually help people, because being here, I talked to somebody today that's at home sick because they have coronavirus and are recovering from it. So it's a rewarding situation. When I need time off during this time to stay home and take care of my son, I can do that. And so overall, I'm really blessed to just be here. Because last year I looked for the perfect job for so long. I wanted specifically the marketing job, but it wasn't for me at the time. Either it wasn't for me or I wasn't ready for it. And so like coming into this job, I was so happy. They gave me everything, benefits, like everything I needed, they gave to me. And it was just like, I waited so long to have exactly what I need and to where I need to be. And so I'm just blessed. I'm happy to be doing what I'm doing. I definitely see a future in it. And I'm just happy. I'm blessed. I'm doing something I love. Waking up every day. I don't complain about going to work, not ever.
Right.
So
that's how it should be. That's how it should be.
You just gotta wait for your turn. You think you know what's best for you. You think you know what you want, but it just may not be for you. It's so many different doors on this earth that God can put you through or open for you. So I'm just glad that I'm in the one I'm in now, and it feels promising. I feel blessed, and I'm just happy about it.
Well, I want to thank you so much. I don't have any more questions.
You're welcome. I'm glad to talk. I'm glad.
Thank you. So, do you have anything to say to the fans?
Keep supporting all SWAC dancers, all collegiate dancers, SWAC specifically, because over the this past year, the past 2 years specifically, I've seen so much growth, a big jump in growth in like SWAC unity and SWAC support. I don't see many negative comments. They're still there, but like a lot of the negativity goes down, and I think that comes from the unity that we putting together, and that's starting with the squads. The fans didn't start their unity. Squads started their unity, dancing together and doing certain things together, like a lot of those camps and clinics. That the girls do. Like, I love to see that. Like, it's nothing more that I want to see than that. On top of each team, advancing as the years go on. And so I love SWAC unity. So keep supporting SWAC dance team. Keep supporting SWAC dancers in any way you can.
Period. All right. I want to thank you once again.
You're welcome.
All right.
I'm glad.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. Bye.